divine instruction. Chapter 4. The death and burial of Elizabeth. Matheno's lessons. The ministry of death. When John was 12 years old, his mother died, and neighbors laid her body in a tomb among her kindred in the Hebron burying ground, near to Zachariah's tomb. And John was deeply grieved. And yes, he wept. Matheno said to John, "It is not well to weep because of death. Death is no enemy of man. It is a friend." Yes, death is a friend, who when the work of life is done just cuts the cord that binds the human boat to earth, that it may sail on smoother seas. No language can describe a mother's worth, and yours was tried and true. But she was not called hence until her tasks were done. You see, the cause of death are always for the best, for we are solving problems there as well as here. And one is sure to find himself where he can solve his problems best. It is but selfishness that makes one wish to call again to earth departed souls. Then let your mother rest in peace. Just let her noble life be strength and inspiration unto you. You see, a crisis in your life has come, and you must have a clear conception of the work that you are called to do. The sages of the ages call you harbinger. The prophets look to you and say, "He is Elijah. Elijah comes again." Your mission here is that of harbinger, for you will go before the Messiah's face to pave his way and make the people ready to receive their king. This readiness is purity of heart, and none but the pure in heart can recognize the king. To teach men to be pure in heart, you must yourself be pure in heart, in word and deed, in infancy. The vow for you was made, and you became a Nazarite. The razor shall not touch your face nor head, and you shall not taste wine nor fiery drinks. You see, men need a pattern for their lives. They love to follow, not to lead. The man who stands upon the corners of the paths and points the way, but does not go, well, he is just a pointer. And a block of wood can do the same. It is the teacher who treads the way. On every span of ground he leaves his footprints, clearly cut, which all can see and be assured that he, the master, their master, went that way. Men comprehend the inner life, but what they see and do, they come to Allah through ceremonies and forms. And so when they would make men know that sins are washed away by purity and life, a rite symbolic may be introduced. And water was the bodies. And the water was the bodies of the people who would turn away from sin and strive for purity and life. And this rite for cleansing. This rite of cleansing is a preparation rite, and they who thus are cleansed comprise the temple of purity. And you shall say, "You men of Israel, hear. You men of Israel, hear. Reform and wash. Become the sons of purity, and you shall be forgiven. Yes, become the sons of purity, and you shall be forgiven. This rite of cleansing in this temple are but symbolic of the soul, which does not come with outward show, but is the temple within. Now you may never point the way and tell the multitudes to do what you have never done. See, you must go before and show the way. You are to teach that men must wash. You must lead the way. Your body as well must be washed, symbolic of the cleansing of the soul. Then John said, "Why need I wait? May I not go at once and wash?" But Thano said, "'Tis well." And they went down to the Jordan ford, and east of the Jericho, just where the host of Israel crossed when first they entered Canaan. They tarried there for a time. See, it was Matheno who taught the harbinger, explained to him the inner meaning of the cleansing, the rite, and how to wash himself and how to wash the multitudes. And in the river Jordan, John was washed. They returned unto the wilderness. Now in any of these hills, Matheno work was done. And he and John went down to Egypt. They rested until they reached the temple of Saqqara in the valley of the Nile. For many years, Matheno was a master in this temple of the Brotherhood. And when he told about the life of John and his mission to the sons of men, the Hierophant with joy received the harbinger, and he was called Brother Nazarite. For 18 years John lived and wrought within these temple gates. And here he conquered self. It was here where he became a mastermind and learned the duties of the harbinger.